What's going on, everyone? Big Bob, the Road King Nation. Thank you again for tuning in to Tales of a King. Today we're in North Hollywood, California at Black Mirror Tattoo Gallery. Sitting right here to the left of me is David Durant, owner of 1comcmotoraports. How you doing, Dave?
How's it going, brother? It's going well.
Good, man. We're going to check out the 2016 Road King Classic dubbed Project Dubai. Stay tuned.
Into the gods and all the sacred signs at the end of your life.
What's up, Dave?
Hey, how's it going, Bob? Good
All
to
right,
see you,
man.
brother.
So tell me a little bit about 1CMC Motorsports and David Durant and what you guys do and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure. So basically, what we do is we build bad Harleys and we ship them all over the world. Our niche is a little bit different because we have like 100% online exposure. So we're reaching a demographic, whether it be just down the street, across the US, or all the way across the world, like this bike that we're talking about today, Project Dubai. Yeah, so yeah.
Now I actually met Dave via Instagram.
Yeah.
So social media is huge. So the Project Dubai, how did you guys come about Project Dubai?
Yeah, so the interesting story is there's a guy out of Dubai named Knife who reached out to you a few months ago looking for a Road King, and you sent him our way. And so we got to talking, and right around that time we had just picked up a bone stock 2016 Road King Classic, and I sent over some pictures. He saw it, fell in love with it, and we put together our build sheet, and we just created just the perfect bike for this customer, and then we brought it to life. That's basically what happened. Yeah.
That thing is sweet. As far as like the style, did he give you an idea of what he wanted, or was it just like run with it, or how did the build come about?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So basically, Knife is my client's name in Dubai, and him and I were talking a little bit, and this is what Knife said. Knife said, David, I love Los Angeles, I love California, and I love the Cholo style. So I showed him a few samples of what we've done, and he gave me artistic freedom to really put the build together, but I needed him to speak into certain things to make sure that this was his bike, so that when he got it, it wouldn't be like, man, I like it, but I wish I could change this on it.
Right.
So what we did is we really we dreamt a little bit, and we nailed down a few things like the paint work. The paint was a real special part of the bike, but at the end of the day, we put together a whole paint scheme, tore that down, and because he decided he wanted skulls, so that was going to be one of the main factors on the bike. We're gonna theme it out with skulls, and it was gonna really have a really classic Cholo gangster California style to it. So that's what we brought to life.
SoCal flavor in Dubai.
Exactly.
All right, so Dave, tell me about the build itself, as far as like brands, companies, or is it one-off stuff that you guys designed and made? Do you stick with a certain company or a certain brand, or what?
Yeah, no, that's a really good question. And sometimes we're not opposed to doing one-off. Like, for example, that's how El Rey backrest came into existence. That was a one-off, and then people started calling saying, where can I buy that?
Right.
But I'm not set on a specific brand of parts or anything like that, truly, because I don't want it to be cookie cutter. I want each one of our bikes to look individual.
That's a perfect example of cookie cutter.
Yeah.
No, that's right on spot.
Yeah, and so for Project Dubai, we put together the build sheet, and I mean, you were gonna find parts from Factory 47 on there, Eddie Trotta, who else? RC Components, Steady Customs, and just a few different brands, Cycle Smiths, and it was just important to me that we put the puzzle together in a way that it flowed. That's the most important thing.
And also, real fast, all those brands you just mentioned, we back. Road King Nation backs. I worked with all of them personally. I have some of their products, and those are top-notch brands.
Right. Yeah.
Now, as far as the bars, what are those?
Yeah, so
those bars flow with that whole bike. That sets off the whole bike.
Oh man, yeah. So what I decided to do with the bars, because our client in Dubai, his name is Knife. He rides his bike. He'll put 2,000 miles on that bike. Over the course of a weekend.
I put 2,000 miles the last 3 years.
Right. And so I decided to go with Factory 47 Mad Dogger bars. I like those bars a lot because they have a really aggressive look. We went with 18s, but they swoop down, so they feel like a 16. So we went the Factory 47 Mad Doggers, and then we went with the whole package there. Factory makes a really cool crash bar. It's called the Shield. So we went with their Shield, and then we just finished off the look with the saddlebag guards. They call those the Anarchy bars. And so they've got that really nice radius bend and that point. But yeah, so we went with the factory setup on the bars, crash bar, and saddlebag.
And it flows. It looks good.
Yeah, thank you.
Like you said, it's not a cookie cutter.
Right, yeah.
And so your exhaust, you guys see the exhaust, you got the upsweep.
Yeah.
How do they do that, man?
Oh my gosh. So yeah, well, one of the things that Knight was telling me, he says, Dave, I don't want a bike that looks like anybody's bike. I want my bike just stand out from the crowd. And I love fishtails. I mean, I'm 100% non-baffled fishtails. That's my style.
Okay, I gotta be honest. I love the sound of fishtails.
Yes. Yeah. That's
there, I mean, I was honest.
Yeah, exactly. Non-baffled.
The sound.
Yes. Knight was real specific. He says, I don't want them too long, and I needed to change it up. So I'm like, man, an upsweep on a Road King would be awesome. So I called my friend Luis over at Steady Customs, and I said, hey, I saw your upsweeps. I think I want to run these on a special bike that we're building. So we talked about length, and I ran the 39s as well, but I just felt for Project Dubai, the 36s would be perfect because they just clear the saddlebag and then you get that nice upsweep, and it sounds awesome. I mean, it was a perfect look. It's perfectly balanced.
I think the 36 or 39s have been too much.
On that one, yeah. I agree.
Because the way it flows from the bars all the way down, it just gives it that enough.
Exactly. Yeah.
And if you guys will see it with that upsweep, man, it's sick. I want some of those. Luis, I want some of those. I'm just kidding. Dave, there's so much going on this Road King, man. It's beautiful. I mean, we were outside and everyone stopped by, taking pictures.
Yeah.
Mario can't get over it. He's gonna buy the blue one. But is there any, you got any special accessories or other things going on that were special or added differently?
Yeah.
Regularly planned?
Sure. So yeah, let me speak to that a little bit. So actually, let me start with this. So one of the main things that my client said, he said, I hate a hill toe shifter. I don't want a hill shifter.
I did notice that.
Yeah, that's so on purpose. So, but I needed to find just a toe shifter that would tie in with the look of the bike. So there's a brand called Accutronics that makes that single toe shifter there. So we want the Accutronic toe shifter. A lot of people have been asking about that, so it's worth mentioning. But along with that is our floorboards. The whole floorboard package on that bike is made by RC Components.
Okay.
And I love the way they did those flat pointed floorboards, because if you notice on the bike, they integrate right above the crash bar.
Right.
So it kind of overlaps a little bit, and the precision with that is just amazing. So RC Component floorboards, and then we already had decided to run a chrome inner primary.
Okay.
So we replaced the inner primary with the chrome one, and then we did a Arlen Ness deep.
Dude, I love that thing.
Yeah, the deep cut outer primary.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was a last minute decision there. I'd already purchased covers, like derby covers and stuff, and I was just looking at them like, you know what, we just got to change it out. So we took it one step further into the Arlen Ness deep cut outer primary cover.
Oh, that was perfect. It flows with everything. You got the little, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
The front, but yeah, it's clean, man.
Yeah.
And he said he said it has air ride, right?
Yeah. So there's a lot of good air ride companies out there. On this particular build, we went with a Dirty Air brand air ride, and just for kicks, what we did is we integrated a custom dynamics air ride remote control system. So it's pretty cool. You can walk up to the bike and hit the dump button, and you can just dump it and then raise it back up. It's a pretty cool feature, So yeah.
That way, if you're that lazy.
Yeah, exactly.
How did you come about the helmet?
Yeah. So we wanted to do a matching helmet for the bike, and so it was painted at the same time as the artwork was getting laid down for the bike, and just some really cool little details on the helmet. Like for example, it's got the Battleship Gray pinstripe, and then the Vivid Black pinstripe, exactly matching the bike. So that's pretty cool. If you notice on the side of the saddlebags on the bike, it says King of Kings. I don't know if you caught that, and then the El Rey is a custom-made El Rey that says King of Kings back there. And so what we thought would be appropriate for the bike and the helmet would be to do a big skull with the King's helmet on it. So we did that on the front of the helmet, and then just kind of finished off the rest of it to tie in with the look of the bike.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And we got 21 in the front, 16 in the back.
Yeah. So we're running. What we did is we did a 52 spoke diamond cut mammoth wheel. And then we powder coated the outside rim and the hub Vivid Black, just to kind of change it up from all the chrome and kind of do the contrast a little bit. And so we're doing 21 by 3.5 in the front and the 16 in the back.
I like that. I like you say it's powder coated the black.
Yeah.
That looks sweet, dude. I love that. And then the diamond cut. Top notch right there.
Yeah. And then just for kicks, we threw the chrome calipers on there as well. I just chromed out the whole front end.
You can never go wrong with chrome. You could take a ugly, no rockies rugby, by the way. You take a ugly bike and add some chrome, and it's a whole new thing.
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
Do you have a shop? Do you work with shops? How does 1CMC build their bikes?
Yeah, it's a really good question. And so basically, I do have a little warehouse spot where I keep all my inventory and all my stuff. But in order to just stay efficient and be able to move quickly, I have a really good relationship with just a handful of shops that I work personally with. And so the way it works is we buy our bikes, usually bone stock bikes, low mile, clean titles, and then I put together the build sheet from start to finish, source out every part, every piece of the puzzle. That's what I say. I want to get every piece of the puzzle for a build.
So do you have a vision
exactly
for each bike?
Yeah.
If you're picking up the bike, you have your own vision for it, unless the customer comes in and the customer gives you their vision.
Exactly. Like the moment I see the bike, like my brain already starts working. Like, here's what we're going to do. This is how it's going to look. Start ordering all my parts, and then once I have every piece of the puzzle ready to roll, I'll make a call to one of those shops that I work with, and we bring the bike in. We talk about the build sheet. I drop off the parts, and then I let my guys get going. On the bike. For example, Project Dubai. I work with Tony and Willie over at American Iron Motorsports.
Okay.
And, those guys killed it. They were the masterminds behind putting together the Project Dubai.
They did a good job, man.
Yeah.
Also, if you guys don't follow Dave on Instagram, it's at 1CMC Motorsports. He honestly makes some of the best gangster V-Class around, and he does Road King, soft tails, anything you want. Make sure to check him out. You guys put on tunes for him?
Yeah. That was a big request on this bike, and it was actually like a request that was made after we had put all the build sheet together. I got a call and it was like, hey David, how much extra would it be to do a sound system? So we handled that. Yeah.
That thing sounds good too.
It's loud. It really is loud, and it's clear. That was important. So yeah.
What'd you use for that?
So we're running a Fosgate sound system. So what we did is we ran the speaker lid kits on there with the 6x9s, but then we went with an extra 6x9 in each one of the speakers. One of the things that was really important to our client on this one, he didn't want visible speakers all over the bike, so we kept it nice and clean.
Nice.
But it's loud. It's got really nice bass. A great amp. We're running a Diamond amp in there.
So you have 4 speakers total.
Yeah, total
4 6x9s.
all in the back. Yeah.
Okay. You are the creator of the El Rey backrest. If you guys never seen the El Rey backrest, go to his Instagram or his website. You need to pick yours up. Well, what years are they available for, first of all?
Yeah. So El always available for touring bikes from 1997 all the way up to 2020.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Softails or Dynas, are they available for any of that stuff?
Yeah, so we're getting a lot of requests for a lot of different models. The one that we're prototyping and R&Ding right now is a Softail lineup. So we're hoping that before the end of the year, right around Christmas time, we're going to roll out the Softail backrest for like the Heritage, classics, Heritage Springers, or even the Softail Deluxes, things like that. So it's coming. Yeah.
Now, what's your slogan?
Oh man, so it's kind of tough because when we started off, right, it was crown your king. That's what we say.
But you know what? I have to agree with you because, Road King's a Road King.
Right.
But any bike could be,
Exactly.
you know what I mean? A King's bike.
Yeah. That's our like that's never gonna end. Crown your king.
Yeah.
Now we started kind of floating this new little tagline out there, and it's called the finishing touch. And the reason why we put that out there though is because seriously, like I can pull up hundreds of messages from people who have said, you know what, I've got the bars, I've got the paint job, I've got the sound system, I've got the wheels. My bike is done. But when I put this L-rail on my bike, that was the finishing touch that was missing. And I was like, oh my gosh, the finishing touch.
I like it.
I never thought of it. But as I looked at it, I'm like, you know what, that's true. And what really showed me that was true is this. It's like, I would say about 50% of our customers don't even have a passenger. But they're wanting to put that on the bike for the aesthetics, the look, because it's the finishing touch.
Aesthetics is the right word.
Exactly. It's crowning their king, you know?
No, it's funny you said that because I always took my backrest off when my wife was riding.
Yeah.
I hated that thing. When I got my L-Ray, I never took it off. I won't take it off.
Exactly.
Because it flows all together.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, how did you come up with the concept to make, because this thing is hot?
Yeah. So 2 years ago, we designed a bike, and we ran just a one-off, and that was it. And we have our YouTube channel where we put photos or videos of our
What's
bike.
your YouTube channel?
Yeah, it's just CMC Motorsports. That's it. Punch in CMC Motorsports, will come right up. And people were calling like crazy all over the world. Hey, where can I buy that sissy bar? Where can I buy that backrest? I have handlebars. I have a crash bar that match it. And for a whole year, I was just turning them away, saying, no, you know what, it's a one-off. And people were like, I'll pay you to make one for me. And I'm like, I'm not a manufacturer. That's not what we do.
Right.
But I set a goal for myself at the start of last year in 2018. And it's like, what would it take to bring this to market? So we started a prototype R&D, and we launched on October 31st, 2018. So almost a year old. At the end of this month, it's our 1 year
If
anniversary.
you haven't heard of the L-Ray, you've been under a rock. I'm not even joking.
Yeah, but this is what we recognized, because that showed us that there was a demand in the Harley world for a backrest that wasn't just function, and like you said, most guys are going to take off their sissy bar as fast as they can. It messes up the look of the bike.
It does, truly does.
So we changed it. It's like, rather than guys wanting to take this off as fast as they can because it's messing up the look of their bike, but it's a necessity when they have a passenger.
Right.
Now we've tapped a market where guys don't even have a passenger and they want to put a sissy bar on their bike, right?
I was just going to say, who wants to add a sissy bar?
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't think mine on. It stays on.
Right. Yeah.
Now, real fast, I want to let a secret out. Me and Dave are working on something pretty cool. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
But thank you, Dave.
All right, you're welcome.
Appreciate that. Thank you guys once again for tuning in for another Tales of a King. Thank you to, I'm going to read this here. Black Mirror Tattoo Gallery out in North Hollywood, California. Thank you to Mario for having us, and